I'm also audible. Okay, thank you very much to the Udhampur University, Udhampur branch of the University of Jammu to provide me. Okay, no problem. Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. I'm being thankful to the Udhampur Center of the Jammu University to think me as a second time as a resource person to provide the knowledge. Um, making my knowledge known to the other people, my understanding known to the young generation, that what were happened in the past and how it is being happened. I'm also highly thankful to the Professor Umesh Shah, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University of Jammu, Professor Parikshit Singh, to make a very good attempt to create the sustainable approach, and also the Dr. Sunita Kumari Sambyan to consider me as one of the resource person. Today's our talk is basically going to be on the parameters of how the creativity leads to the entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship, that is basically the enterprise. I think I'm audible to every one of you. Okay. And the visible also the slide. I have not changed the slide till moment. Okay. The very important thing is that the word is being used, or the title of the topic have been given by me is creativity leads to the entrepreneurship. If we try to see the right hand side photograph, we come across that the different type of the currencies, electronic medias are being shown by way of the pie, which indicates that over the period of time, the society have moved from enterprise to the entrepreneurship. So that is the beginning. I will share what is entrepreneurships, what is enterprise, and how the creativity will support the today's young buddy generations to think out of the box. That is one of the very important words I am using, that out of the box you have to think over. People are normally thinking in the historical way only, which may not be sustainable for the longer period. So enterprise is basically creating a new enterprise is one of the most existing management challenge. Any individual MBA person or any individual professional person or any individual starts any enterprise, they are getting the most existing management challenges. Madam, somewhere the voice is coming, so someone mic is open. The entrepreneurs have been successful companies by being able to exploit unmet needs in the market. We have become the very good example being available in India from Gujarat. That is the Mr. K.K. Patel of the Nima Limited. Is basically a small entrepreneur moving on the two winners, selling the washing powder made by him. And today, Nima Limited is a one of the, or Nima washing powder is accepted as a one of the better news. We have the few examples are also more, that where the people are starting as a small business entrepreneurs, enterprise, and then they become the successful man. So the question is coming, what is entrepreneurships? So entrepreneurship, if you try to be see to the photographs, you can come across that there is a one cartoon man is being made where he's being trying to become happy by putting his neck and weight on the spring. So spring is coming back and bouncing back, and he's been getting happy. So entrepreneurship is basically indicating that there is just some portion of the spring level working you have to manage to become the successful leader. So the process of creating a business enterprise capable of entering into new or established market. This is the one of the very important thing, that you may be entering into the new market or the established market. As you know, as the development is going on, the size of the market is being increasing. As the India have the population of around 142 billions, we are always being considering that there is a new established markets are coming as there is a urbanization have been started at higher level. People are moving from the rural area to the urban areas. So urban areas are getting the new market to be created. So concerned peasant enterprise may also go into that and they can do it. It involves deploying of resources. So when we try to say the deploying of resources, those resources are going to be in the terms of money, machinery, man, materials, and management attitude. This is the management attitude I always consider as a very important thing. Now it is coming with a two-way, positive attitude or the negative attitude. Whether the person tries to go with the positive attitude or he tries to go to the negative attitude is make the sense the organization to deploy. Second thing, people in a unique way to develop the new organization. So when we say the people are willing to develop in the new way, they have to do it, which indicates that the person who starts the enterprise, he expects the enterprise is going to be taken over by the next generation, and there is going to be the indefinite life of the enterprise. By considering that particular parameter, if we look to the face of the right hand side photograph, you can make out that he is a age-old person and he is getting happy because entrepreneurship, enterprise, another point is coming that there is going to be the perpetual life. And that perpetual life is going to be make a significant role. An entrepreneur is an individual who creates an enterprise that becomes a new entity to a market. So when we say that during the 1985 to 1990s and individual groups, that not the individual is coming, but like a Tata group and so. They have tried to be enter into the telecommunication industries because then Prime Minister of India, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, was interested to make the India as a techno as a technically better organization, and he was believing in the digitization. So they become the new entry into the market. So number of times we have seen that there are the franchises are being given by the few famous restaurants within the city or some of the national level restaurants are creating the franchises across the India. Like some of the computer training institutions and so are doing it. So this is basically one of the entrepreneurship is coming. There are the certain myths are there, so which make the people to move away from development of the entrepreneur to become the entrepreneur to start the enterprise because there are certain myths in their mind. Number one, entrepreneurs are born, not made. This is wrong thing. Entrepreneurs are not born. Entrepreneurs are made by us. That is a very important. By getting the bachelor degree of commerce, science, engineering, and so many other things. Second, to acquire the enterprise management knowledge by the study of the management program, by making the study of the professional courses. Person is going to become the entrepreneur. So it indicates that the necessary type of the skills can be provided to them. Second, it is necessary to have access to money to become an entrepreneur. It is also some extent correct, but not 100% correct. There are going to be the organization. They are going to be the entrepreneur who have the necessary sum of money, or they may be starting the business from their own home. When we try to be looks towards the Kashmir area, certain wooden clothes or wooden wearings are being made by the family members at their home, where we can say that they do not require the money because they get the advance money from the customer who give the order. From that they make the working capital available. And at home, the family members are going to be work. So you can say that it is the hidden employment is happen where no outflow is to be done by the entrepreneur. An entrepreneur takes a nice or irrational risk as starting of a business. This is wrong. Whenever the entrepreneur is starting a business, he had a very small amount of risk is being involved with him. Like an individual person who is going to be start the tea stall is not going to be make the tea stall like a restaurant or so, but on the roadside by making a smaller resources employed, he start the business. So entrepreneur take a nice risk is not a correct thing. Most successful enterprise start with a breakthrough invention. Number of times my MBA students are coming to me and used to be say that, sir, you have given in the entrepreneur subject, the project report to be prepared and to make through some entrepreneur. Now, what we understand that we should come into the market with a new type of the product range. We should make the breakthrough invention, which is also not correct. An individual person can become entrepreneur by taking the shop on the rental basis and start the business of textile cloth. Those textile clothes are already made, produced, and marketed by the particular company, like Yaman, Irvin Limited, Guarnier, and so. Entrepreneur becomes successful on their first venture. This is the myth. One thing we have to understand that whether it is the enterprise, whether it is the education, whether it is the any type of the knife skill we are thinking over, the first venture may not be successful. And then you may need to change your behavior and attitude to go towards the next parameters. And then you may be changing the business line too. There is nothing wrong in that. So, first venture may not be successful. In our Western India, normally we used to say that any new entrepreneur starts, they are not going to cross they are going, or I can say in other words, they are going to get the break-even point after the 1,000 days. It means nearly 3 years. They are going to be failed. And that is the patience is required by the entrepreneur when they start their business, maybe in the same business line, running product line, or it may be going to the next product line. So here we have to understand the two things very clearly, that entrepreneur and small business. Small business are independently owned and operated within a particular city. Like you can say that in the Jammu there may be some famous shop may be there. They may have the employee 40, 50, 60. but it is independently owned and operated. They are small in size. They may dominate in the market, they may not dominate in the market. But entrepreneurship, now when the same businessman tries to expand his business outside the domestic boundary where his first business is there, and he enter into the district town, tehsil town to start the business. Like a few of the jewelers, few of the famous hotels are creating the chain of hotels that is going to be considered as an entrepreneurship. They are going to be of the medium size where up to 499 employees, or they may have the large firm where more than 500 employees are being appointed. The importance of the entrepreneurship. Here I have tried to be shown the electrical bulb which is being getting the impact of the night is being given by the individual person. An individual person is looking towards the head ink, head color type of the ink sparks are being floated within the bulb. So this is basically indicating the importance of the entrepreneurship. Job creation. Entrepreneur accounts for most new jobs in the economy. That is one of the very important thing. You know, number of times when the new enterprise are being started, they are taking over the some of the employees from the another famous same business line employees in their company. So here you can say job creation is not happen, but the space is being created in the firm from where particular employee is existing. That place needs to be filled up, and that's going to be create the new jobs in the economy. Innovation. Now what happened? That is now our main thing is being coming. I took it from the historical way, and then I'm coming to the creativity and need of that innovation. So entrepreneurships are responsible for introducing a major proportion of new and innovative products and services into the market. If they are not coming with a new and innovative product, then the customers may get a same type of the product at every end, at every business. Then your entrepreneur cannot become successful. So when we say the new or innovative products, like some of the place in past people used to say, buy two, get three. Someone says that the warranty period have been increased upon. Someone tries to say that we are having the better level of the quantity parameters. We are changing some features where the two features are being added together in a one product. Like if your young generation may not be knowing, but the generation of my time or your parents or grandparents are knowing that in between there was a telephone instrument with a tape recorder has come. So one of the company have make changes in the product in such a way that along with telephone instrument they are getting the tape recorder at that time. The product had worked for nearly 5 years. After the 5 years, new technology has come. So entrepreneurship is required continuous innovative way to survive into the market. So once the study is over, does not mean that everything is over. You have to be constantly watchful. It gives the opportunity of the diverse people. People of the diverse background can improve their economic status by becoming entrepreneur. Like I am from the community of Jain and Gujarati. Those are basically known as a businessman, textile businessman, and everyone is involved in the textile business. But they are going to be the diverse background. Like I had my attitude towards the knowledge teaching, research. Give me the different type of the economical status. Now the economical status should not be seen in terms of economical value addition you get it in the short term. It's very important. The business longer run needs to be seen. Like there is every product life cycle is going to be there of 3 to 5 years. Normally we used to say life cycle is 3 to 5 years. So later on also they can become economically viable or they are reputed. So the key characteristics of the entrepreneurship is that here you are see the person who is being holding the award he received. It means that the recognition he get it from the society at large. So there is going to be the high need of achievement. So entrepreneur is going to be give his full time and attention for the development of the business. Number two, there is going to be the internal locus of control. Here I have not used the word focus of control, but I have used the word locus of control. So internally there should be the proper lookout to be done so that the entrepreneur can become successful. Entrepreneur naturally have to take the risk. Willingness to take the risk. Once you become the enterprise owner, you want to become the entrepreneur, then you are supposed to enter into the new product line, new market area, unmet market area. Like if you are being a city-based organization, you need to be expanded. So you open your business units in the district town or testing town. So you are taking the risk for the same. Self-confidence. The self-confidence is going to be played a very important and significant role. So entrepreneur skill is basically require the negotiation skill so that they should be in a position to negotiate with the supplier of resources like a man, material, machineries. Man also there is a negotiation skill is required in case if the union is there. They should have the networking skill. Networking skill means there is a, when the two businessmen are doing the continuous business regularly. Then after the some time, there is a personal network have been established. It means that the people knows the each other over the period of time. That is going to be personal network. Second is going to be the business network. Where business is going to business network is normally turned out into the personal network. The very good example we have available for the same is that everyone has seen it across the place. That whenever there is a marriage occasion have been happen in a one entrepreneur place, they are going to be invite the supplier of necessary raw material components. They are also going to be going to invite major customers, and through that way they create the personal network. Leadership skill. So they are going to be have the shared vision that where my business is going to act, where my business should reach. We have the leadership skill. Very good example have been available of the Mukesh Ambani, who had a very good shared vision of technology and everything. So he first even went towards the backward vertical integration. Then he comes to the telecommunication sector and 5G sector, and that he involved upon. He created a separate company, starting and managing an entrepreneur. So here I have shown the burnt is being providing the night from the pain of an individual. So here is very clearly mentioning that, and the person is sitting on the chair. So naturally, he may be reading something also. New ideas come from newspaper, magazines, and trade journal. New type of the inventions or discoveries going on across the globe. Trade shows and exhibition. Like everywhere, the exhibitions are there. Trade shows are being happen. Hobbies. Individual person may have the certain hobby, and that hobby may create it into the entrepreneurships. Family members. Number of times the family members are also providing some of the ideas to start a particular type of business because they are going in the market and they found something is being usable for family also in the enterprise. Business school classes are also providing the new ideas and the new entrepreneurship started, and that's why every university, every faculty area, we end some program annually two or so, and then we can have the poster competition, we can have the paper presentation, research paper presentation, and so. Why entrepreneurs fail? Very important. So I say that it's a close down because lack of capital. See, here when you expand it, you should have the capacity to get the money from the banking sector, financial institution sector. But normally it is being happen without any comment to any individual firm or so. They are going to be in the beginning try to not to pay the taxes. Isn't it into their annual accounts are not being showing the correct, or they create the 2, 3 subsidiary units. So borrowing capacity is a decrease. Getting the money from the investor communities in the form of equities also being reduced. Poor knowledge of the market. Person have started the textile business, but he is being a arts graduate. He does not have the idea that how the textile clothes are being made, what are the different type of the clothes and the categorization. No conceptualization of creative idea. There is one of the very important thing. Normally, when we used to be say the certain new food products are being named by the caterers or the very good hotel, they give the name of the particular food item, and when you ask them the internal content about it, you find out that only one or two items have been added additionally in the patient product, and name is changed, price is changed. This type of the conceptualization of the creative ideas are not there. There is a commercialization of the innovative product. They do not do it. Means a new type of the food product they are not introducing. Then customers think, regular customer think that there is no variety have been seen by them. And ultimately the entrepreneur having failed. So it may be also on account of the faulty product design is being happening. And the entrepreneur become failed. Human resource problem is very significant. Like we are being facing the point at this moment that there is one side people are saying that there is unemployment. Another side, the businessmen, entrepreneurs are saying that they are not getting the person of the required skill. So that is human resource problem, poor understanding of the competition. that who is going to become the new competitor in the market with a small period of time. Like we have the example of the Bajaj company. They have the Bajaj scooter was there. They were just going on a knowledge-based system. They have not concentrated that someone is coming with an automatic given units, resulted into that units get some failure. So this required the creativity to be established. So every individual at this superannuated age, I am also supposed to be creative. It means that I should keep the pace with as far as possible, the pace with change in the technology. I should be capable enough to use the technology. Then you can give the highest quality product and service. That's a very important. You can explain in different way, like a colorful way you explain it as a photograph should. Long-term sustainability, you can survive for the longer time, and you are getting from the marketing view the advantage, competitive advantage. Normally, huge vendors in the city we are coming and we say that they are not changing the design of the product, but the creativity they are coming with a new particular type of the jewelry product with a low weight, with a clear, with a very good fashionable identity, and they continue their business, making sure that today that the price of nearly 55,000 rupees for 10-gram gold. It is difficult to have the 10-gram gold, some jewelry to be made. So they try to be look towards the young generation and make the product which is very dedicated, but and coming within the budget of that. Like maybe made up of the 1 gram of the gold or so. So it's basically indicating the divergent thinking. No one process is done. And when you try to do it, you require to have the mental process to be happen. So creativity is basically based on the very importantly training, growth, your ability, competency, experience, knowledge, and getting the learning effect. Number of time I used to be say to my students of the management that you should go to the all, because in Gujarat we have the three main vernacular language newspaper cycle. So I used to be say that don't try to read only the one newspaper daily. We have in our library on newspaper cycle. So you refer to the all three newspapers, get certain ideas, increase your human ability, get any field of activities. So your aptitude, process, and environment is going to be changed. We know that across the globe, every media is having a relationship with a particular political party, etc. So some newspaper will favor some party, unfavor some party. So news media may not get the giving exact idea. But when you read the different way, the idea, then whoever give the mandate, newspaper advertisement is coming. Nowadays it's very easy that you can go to the internet, Google, you can see the foreign newspaper also, advertisement also. And that gives you the idea that something is happening in US or European countries at this year, at this time, maybe coming down to India down the line 2 to 3 years. So before the some competitor can enter, you can enter into the situation. So this make, I say the computer, Google. Here the creative thinking can be done by going through the Google search, etc., web search. You can read the newspapers. Your product name on ideas are coming. So they are going to be inventive with a new ways. Like some of the companies outside the India, I think maybe in the India also, I'm not aware about it. They are coming with this close to be tailored or by utilizing the artificial intelligence. The particular person give the order online, but he get the idea that if he put this particular dress on his body, how he or she looks. So it's a new way, new combination fit and specified niche valuable is being said. What is the value? Like I said, that the young generation is going to be see that it should be within the pocket and the different type of the products should be available. Benefits by the society and it's a preconditions. So creative thinking is a preconditions for innovations. Innovation is the process of putting the ideas into the action. So here if you try to see, here I have shown partly the watch and partly the some sparkling load going towards it. So it indicates that the person who get the idea is trying to be put into action. So it realizes the greater value for others, is going to provide the physical benefit, like person do not have to do something different. Like I put it always very clearly that COVID, we does not like it. But COVID have given some negative parameters also and positive parameters also. Today when we say that I talked to the Jammu University base, that could not have been happened if the COVID would not have started. The moment COVID is happened, online teaching is happened, resulting to people have the more resources are being available. So the some entrepreneurs in India have started to provide the training online. It solves the problem. Innovation solves the problem. And what type of the problem I've been getting? Bajaj Super fail because they have not understand the problem of the certain over-aged person who has to put the kick on the scooter to drive. So they were looking towards auto driving facility. But where some new entrepreneur has come, they have started it and they have got the advantage of the same. So the innovation can be seen and felt by us. So innovations can be done of the type of product you make, type of process you have. You can make a radical changes in the structure parameters. Is going to be innovation is going to be in the incremental way. Now, as a researcher, we always used to say that once we get to the part of the success of our research paper, we get it published. And then we say, this is going to be the future scope of research. Now, that future scope of research may be taken up by another researcher or the same researcher also. But you know that is whatever the knowledge have been acquired, that have been put up into the market. So they are going to be make incremental changes. So it's going to be reduce the market risk. So it basically requires the innovations, three type of the things. Person should have the insight, capabilities, and the strategies are to be done. So it isn't into competitive age, you can get it. As you are being having a higher capacity, you are in a position to throw away the competitor or come out from that, increase your profitability, is increase your competencies. Relationship can be established between distinct competencies and strategies. Very important. Like we can say that whenever there is any software development company who are going to develop the software for education institution or going to be do for the account, they are going to be take the support of the person involved in that activity. Whether what way education psychology to work, what way the accounting methodology to be established, considering the act and ability. So resources are two types. Mainstream, you balance your organization structure. It's a very nicely being noted on the right hand side that there is a one of the uh, trainer type things are there. There is a one type of the certain electrical equipments are being shown. So there human being is there, technology is there, and they are balancing the organization resources. They are capable enough to absorb the stability and change. And that's why this boy is throwing away something in the particular basket. Does not confront any urgency or crisis. It means that mainstream on type of the necessary raw material required manpower should be available at a particular time and it should not become obstacle. Now coming to the end of that, new stream is coming on a constant basis like a river is flowing continuously, going to meet the certain places. So its mainstream is quickly adopt the new state. This is a very important thing. When this river is being going on and there is going to be the certain cannon have been made and he's supposed to, the water is supposed to be merged with the sea water. But in between, the water may go towards the certain farm area, forest area, and that's the innovation. So it is entered into the continuous development to be taken place. Then the Cantor have said that there is a two things is being happened. Cantor's model is very important on this. That you can have the new thing. Means you come with a new thought power, new thinking power, and you enter. A number of times the main product you can go on doing it. Visions into the innovation. So there is going to be the vision and strategy. You should have the harnessing, the competency base, organizational intelligence, and that is why there is a FDP, MDP programs are being managed, creativity and idea management. So there is a certain sessions are taken, like a brainstorming by the organization, get a funny idea and get product or something develop. Organization structure, it means that top management should provide the support, does not uh, stop the middle or operating management to inform something. So that is the culture and climate. And management should go on making the management of the technology. As I said that as educational institutions, we have to make sure that we have the softwares are being developed on our way, where the students' records are being maintained, students' attendance is being also maintained, and on type of the benefits are being available. So innovation capability may provide the knowledge to the mainstream activity also, or it can provide the knowledge to the innovation new stream also. This is going to be presented into innovation performance and presented also into the firm performance. Whenever innovation, innovative capability give the support to the main activity, it make the effect on firm performance. Management of technology through the innovation. So here I have taken the technology designs where the person have the smartphone in his hand. So the entrepreneur get the unique opportunity by getting the payment through the Google Pay or Paytm like that. Market disruption, yes. Today there are other situations where Amazon type of companies, you give the order for some of the foreign author books. which they say it will take week to 10 days time. Basically, they do not buy any inventory, but they get it from the publishing setting. So there is a new revenue stream has come. Internal new venture. Now, as an author, I know nowadays the majority of the publishers have made a system of the optical reader system where, as the bulk orders are coming, they print the book and put up in the market, resulted into the certain type of the benefit having happened. They have put up, some organizations, some publishers have put up the e-books. So that is the internal new venture. Entrepreneurships. It means that manager learned the thing and knew the job and start his own organization. So management technology through innovation can be coming by three ways: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. So you should have a certain purpose, mastery, but you should give the autonomy to the concern manager also. So it stimulates the creativity. Autonomy in developing and promoting new goods and services. So employees can give some funny idea to develop the new product and service, give the potential benefits of the same, and transferring of your leveraging. Leveraging means higher level of the capacity. Management of technology through innovation, last point, is coming the ideas from sense node. I say that all different type of the group people are working together. So sense node people can also give the idea. Marketing people can also give the idea, and number of times the accountants can also give the some ideas. So people at whatever level, their point of view is worth to be listening by you. So to become the successful entrepreneur, you require to create the atmosphere in the organization for the creative ideas to generate, then converting the creative ideas into the commercialization in the commercial terms and the innovative product to be done. Now, when you say that the creative ideas are coming, so at whatever level the employees are there in the organization, everyone have to accept the same. So this basically indicates that there is a proper level of the team working is being required at this moment. Thank you very much to every one of you. Any doubts? Madam, it can be said to me. Because now you have, this is the way you can refer to the chat box and you can tell me the question. Okay, madam? See, the very important thing, the as you may be aware, the Gujaratis are known as the entrepreneur. I think you may have heard about it. That is basically what is being said. So this is basically on the same way we discuss in Gujarat-based institution much, and in Ahmedabad also we have the Entrepreneur Development Institute. No. So these are the way we people are working. I think no one have any doubt. Okay. Hence now very important thing that I have put up at the end of the slideshow, the visiting card image. which is of the funded visiting card where you can get in touch with me through my website, my networking, and anyway. And then anyone can approach to me, but I normally does not like the voice call. Normally the WhatsApp call is more preferable because it's giving the time for me to pick up, being busy in some schedule. Okay, thank you very much, madam, to give me this opportunity. And I'm also highly thankful to the Jammu University and to provide the different type of the knowledge. If you have been looking towards the teaching methodology, teaching technology, research methodology, I think you are knowing about my education qualifications and my involvement over the years. So I can share my knowledge with you. Thank you very much, madam. And on the base too. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm now leaving, madam. Thanks.